Isn't everything so beautiful so far? It is. And just so you know, we put out heaters outside for you all. I know that it is cold, but it also is beautiful out there. That is a beautiful view that we have here tonight. So it's actually with the heaters on, it's not that bad. So if you wanted to step out when we're done, you're able to do that and catch some good photos out there. We have a nice, beautiful backdrop. All right. So welcome, everyone. You all look beautiful this evening. So welcome to the second round grant award reception for the Detroit Legacy Business Project. Yes, this is the first of its kind city initiative with a simple mission. That is to serve, to honor, to recognize, and to support Detroit's long-standing businesses that are 30-plus years old. So again, welcome to the Detroit Legacy Business Project. My name is Lauren Stovall, and this program is near and dear to me, coming from a legacy business myself, and I would be remiss to not honor my own family legacy business, which is Hot Sam's, a 104-year-old business in downtown Detroit. And so, thank you. And so it is that work that birthed in me a passion and kind of a burden to not forget these businesses. And so myself and Council President, now Mayor-Elect Mary Sheffield, had a shared vision to bring this project to fruition in the city of Detroit. And so here we are today with resources, both financial and educational, to keep these businesses standing and thriving. So I want to welcome us, and I want to thank Mayor-Elect Sheffield, Detroit City Council, the City of Detroit, and the Detroit Economic Growth Corporation, and the entire Legacy Business Project team coming together to see these businesses, these legacy businesses, rightly as pillars, as anchors that span across various industries and sectors. What we will witness tonight is a representation of the vastness and the range that legacy businesses have, from, yes, retail and restaurants, but to manufacturing and industrial, testifying that for centuries, these businesses have helped to keep Detroit bustling and booming. And so right now where we're seated, where we're standing, we are right now in a legacy institution itself, which we have been intentional in this project about pairing our events and activities and partnering with legacy entities. And so this building, one of which I have seen for years, I don't know if you've been like me, I have seen this building for years coming on Belle Isle as a child, and I had not been in here. But until we decided we were looking for locations and we had had our last year's reception at the Detroit Historical Museum, we had the opportunity to work with the Detroit Historical Society and have the location here. And this is beautiful. So I'm so happy that we partnered with the Detroit Historical Society to be right here at the Dossin Museum. And so I fell in love with this museum and the history of it. Again, it's again another industry, the maritime industry that we have in this city. And so with that, I'm going to bring forth Lisa Gavin Lewis with the Dossin Museum, if you want to come forth, who is going to welcome us as a host for this evening. Lisa.
Thank you, Lauren. Good evening. My name is Lisa Gavin Lewis, and I'm the Senior Manager of Programs and Events here at the Detroit Historical Society and the Dossin Great Lakes Museum. And welcome to the Dossin Great Lakes Museum. Who is here for the first time? Tell your friends. Come on back. It's a good time. And you can have a party here if you'd like. On behalf of our President and CEO, Alana Rue, the board, and the staff of the Detroit Historical Society, I'd like to welcome you to our museum. The Detroit Historical Society celebrates Detroit's history, and in this museum, the Detroit Historical Museum, we are truly honored to have so many historic businesses here tonight. Detroit's entrepreneurs are in many ways the unsung heroes of our neighborhoods. You are the people who make Detroit hum, who make our neighborhoods unique and improve the quality of our life for us and for our Detroiters. The Detroit Historical Society has been celebrating you through our award-winning program, The Hustle, since 2022. And I'm pleased to announce that the nominations for the next round of that program will be kicking off in February. We hope to see nominations for every single one of you. As your historical society, our job is not only to exhibit the history of Detroit's past, but also to preserve and protect the history that is being made right now. Through your hard work and perseverance, each of you is making history, and we're honored to help the Detroit Legacy Business Project celebrate you this evening. Congratulations.
Thank you, Lisa. You know what? I want to encourage, I didn't see anyone go up these stairs here because there is something special up these stairs, Lisa. Okay, so just FYI, before you leave, you have to go up and see what's up there. It's really special. Next up, you know, our city council president and now mayor-elect, this is Mary Sheffield. This is an initiative that is near and dear to her. And unfortunately, we found out just shortly that she is not able to be with us. I would imagine she's a bit busy, just a tad. And so she had plans to be here, but it just so happened just moments ago that she is not able to be with us this evening. But Paris Blessman, would you mind coming forth and share some remarks on behalf? Yes.
Thank you, Lauren. Good evening, everybody. My name is Paris Blessman, and I serve as Legislative and Organizational Director for Council President and Mayor-Elect Sheffield. She wanted to let you all know that she sends her congratulations to all of the recipients tonight. So congratulations to you all, and regrettably, she could not be here. But this program is very important to her, as Lauren stated. She did sponsor the program, and thinks it's very important to infuse money directly into longstanding businesses that have been here and have been the backbone of the city, one of the backbones. And so we also, I would like to acknowledge Member Johnson, who is here, Council Member Letitia Johnson, who is here from District 4, who also supported the program with funding as well. And I would like for Council Member Johnson to come up and say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to say thank you to the Detroit Economic Growth Corporation, to Mayor-elect for having the vision to provide the support to our small businesses. We all recognize the work that you all do and how you employ Detroiters. That's extremely important to us. We also recognize that the small businesses throughout the city of Detroit, whether downtown or in our neighborhoods, really help to maintain the stability and the growth in our neighborhoods and downtown. So we appreciate you all for being steadfast, being here. I look forward to a program where you all can work with some of the newer businesses and tell them the secrets on how do we maintain businesses throughout the city of Detroit, because we continue to look to grow our neighborhoods as well as downtown, so we need all of your support. We need to continue to encourage small businesses to open up in the city of Detroit, and we need your support to be able to do that. So I want to say thank you to all of you. Congratulations to all of you for continuing to be here in the city of Detroit and helping us thrive as a city and seeing the economic growth that we see in the city of Detroit. So my heartfelt thanks and congratulations to all of you. We couldn't do this without you. So we hope to continue the program and Mayor-elect's legacy in this work as we continue to work to build and grow our city. So thank you.
Thank you, Member Johnson. And I would also like to acknowledge that Member Calloway has joined us from District 2. And finally, I'll just end with Mayor-elect wanted me to emphasize that this program will continue, it will receive funding, and it will move forward. And so thank you all for your participation, and we look forward to this program and its success. And I'll turn it over to Lauren for the rest. Thank you.
Thank you, Paris. All right, thank you, Paris. And thank you, council members, for joining this evening. Next up, we will hear from Justin Awaneyu from the City of Detroit, and he is the Director of Entrepreneurship and Economic Opportunity. Justin, would you please come forth?
Good evening. We can do better than that. Good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Justin Onwenu. I have the honor of serving as the City of Detroit's Director of Entrepreneurship. So honored to be here today, celebrating you all and celebrating this innovative program. As was mentioned, this is the first program of its kind in the City of Detroit. And under Mayor-Elect Sheffield's leadership, under DEGC's leadership, under the City of Detroit and our council members who've been so crucial in securing funding of this program, we're honored to support dozens of small businesses, legacy businesses that are building in the city. This is a personal fight for me because my dad started a small business that ran it for 31 years, hair care and beauty supplies, and he ran that business for 31 years. And so I know how much heart, how much sacrifice, how much blood, sweat, and tears goes into making sure that the business runs and making sure that you all are great citizens in the neighborhoods that you are. I also want to emphasize, sometimes we talk a lot about newer businesses in the City of Detroit, and there's a lot of great work going on to support newer businesses, startups, and small businesses that are getting off the ground, Motor City Match and so many other programs alike. Legacy businesses are so important because they are anchors in the community. You all have seen neighborhoods for decades, and you know what it means to support neighbors, to hire locally, to pay good wages. That is the work that you all do. So it's not just a business and a spreadsheet and dollars and cents and black and red, but it's really blood, sweat, and tears that I know you all put in every single day to make sure that your neighborhood and that your business thrives. I also want to emphasize a couple of statistics that are just really important. The program is in its second round, and over the last 2 rounds, these statistics I think are really important. From the pilot stage, 94% of awardees were under original family ownership, 94%. And that speaks to how important legacy businesses are for building wealth in the City of Detroit. We know that we know our history. We were at the Detroit Historical Museum for the last round, and another history museum now. We know how important our history is, whether it's redlining or other history that is important to know. But it's wealth generation that we have an obligation to pursue for folks who have been in the City of Detroit for years and years and years. And so these businesses are going to be able to pass on that wealth and that success to future generations. Secondly, these businesses, 75% are Detroit residents. And so when we talk about these businesses as anchors in the community, it's not just the physical space, but it's also the folks that you all are hiring, the beautification efforts that you all are leading, and the overall energy that you all bring to neighborhoods and hiring. 75% of you all are Detroit residents, so we're excited about that. And lastly, these businesses are job creators. So on average, we found that they employ 11 to 30 businesses, or 11 to 30 people each. And so the businesses that you all have been running for decades and decades and decades are generating wealth and income for yourselves, for your family, but also for Detroiters who will be able to move forward with a high wage and with good benefits. And so we are thankful for all of the work that you all are doing. We know that you all are the backbone of our economy in so many ways. We know that you all will continue to push this work forward, and the City of Detroit is honored to support you in any way and every way that we can. So with that, I want to recognize the Detroit Economic Growth Corporation has been a partner along with Mayor-Elect Sheffield, the City of Detroit, Lauren. All of this takes teamwork, and the Detroit Economic Growth Corporation has been an amazing team leader in doing that work. So Sean Gray, Vice President of Small Business Services, please come up.
All right. Sean Gray, Senior Vice President, Small Business Services at DEGC. As always, really honored to be here as the son and grandson of longtime Detroit business owners. And as you've heard, as a through line, the whole team really deeply passionate about supporting and lifting up our Detroit legacy businesses and all businesses. But really, when you think about what we do at Motor City Match, for example, we're doing a ribbon cutting, and everybody's there and celebrating, cutting ribbon, and everyone's really excited about that first 10 seconds of them being in business. But the folks in this room understand what that next 30 years is going to look like, the blood, sweat, and tears that go into keeping those doors open. And so it's an honor to be able to lift you guys up. You're right there next door to that new business. You're across the street. You're coming over to help them understand what they need to do to get permitting situations handled or parking situations handled. So you're teaching them in so many ways the things that they're going to need to know to be resilient like you've had to be and resourceful. And so we appreciate you. We're excited to acknowledge you because a really important thing that happens when we acknowledge you is that new customers find you, new partnerships find you, and we hope you'll feel the love and the embrace that, that really genuinely comes from our mayor-elect, and her team has been really deeply passionate about this project. I think Lauren already mentioned how deeply she feels about this. Justin's mentioned it. This is really a labor of love, and we're excited to be able to lift you all up in this moment. We want to keep this opportunity going for future businesses, and we want to really find ways to add to it. One challenge that we find is very real for legacy businesses is that 2/3 of legacy businesses do not have anything like a succession plan. We want to help you do all the things that you're going to do. A lot of the businesses that are awarded in this round are making investments in construction, equipment, beautification, marketing, and other technical upgrades. But we want to keep growing the program so that we can help you get technical assistance, legal support, and put together a succession plan. Understand what it would look like to have an employee ownership model. You folks in this room, legacy businesses across this city, I know when I was growing up, number one, you put your kids to work, which is great. And there's no laws, ironically, about not having us in very dangerous work environments, but that's life. But, you live and you learn. I always say don't have the smallest wrist on a plumbing crew is my usual advice. If you're a kid on a plumbing crew, you're reaching into some spaces that the guys can't get to. But the really important thing is that you hire folks who don't always have a clear path forward in life. Before somebody thought it was cool or put a white paper together, you were hiring returning citizens. You were hiring people who were struggling with addiction. You were hiring our friends and family and our neighbors. Nobody had to tell you to come in to do what was right. You did it. And so I just want to say I thank you. I appreciate you. Really excited to be a part of this program and this process. Also have to call out Medvis Jackson back there. Medvis. And I'll leave with this. I don't want to harp on Medvis too much, but we have launched a lot of new programs over the last couple of years to support small businesses. And we're really thankful for the support of City Council, the support of the Mayor's office. We literally couldn't do it without them because they invest in these programs and invest in your businesses. But I was talking with Medvis, he's like, well, I don't know how you do it. And I'm like, silly, you. And you all know that too. You go back to your shop and they're like, you're going from this to that and all over town. I don't know how you do it. And it's the people at your shop who help you do it. It's your customers that keep you going. But at the end of the day, when I think about the children in the neighborhoods that you do business in, and I think about when I was a kid, and I looked up to so many entrepreneurs, and I knew that I could do things because entrepreneurs were making it happen and doing the hard things day to day. So I would thank you as the kind of Detroit kid looking at businesses like yours, trying your cupcakes or seeing amazing art in your galleries, just learning about your legacies. It lets us all know that we can do it. And so I'm really excited to be a part of helping you continue your legacy and grow it. Excited for today, excited for the checks, but even beyond the checks, the size of the heart that it took to get to where you come to, I hope that we honor that and acknowledge that and continue to do so. So thank you so much for the time.
All right, thank you. Now that we're going to jump right on in to what we're here for, which is to, again, acknowledge and to honor Detroit's legacy businesses. So we will start, one of the beautiful things when we got more money, right, for this round. So thank you to City Council, thank you to Council President and now Mayor-Elect Mary Sheffield in getting us more money that we can funnel out to these legacy businesses. And so we implemented a micro grant, a mini grant, which is going to be very useful and resourceful to those legacy businesses. And so we'll start right now with acknowledging those who received the $2,500 micro grant. And so I'll say your name, and as I say your name, if you would please come forth, and we have a special gift for you. And then please hold your place over here in front of this banner, and we're going to take a group photo for those of you who are the 2,500 recipients, and then we'll move on and do the same thing for the 5,000. So as I say your name, would you please stand and come forth? Dixon's Barber Shop. Joe's Gallery. Delroy's First Place Lounge. Yeah. Okay. Master Breaks. Elbow Lounge. People's Restaurant Equipment Company, they might not be here. Mexican Town Bakery. The Old Miami. Detroit Fence Company. Ray's B Collision. Let's give it up for our 2,500 micro grant recipients. And so we'll hold up this 2,500 check and take a photo. Congratulations. Okay, we're going to do that similar concept with the 5,000 micro grants. And so next up, our $5,000 micro grant recipients are Bob's Pizza Palace, King's Pharmacy, Enterprise Uniform, Morris's High Tech Automotive, and Smitty's Unisex Barbershop. And then let's go ahead and move. All right, congratulations. Okay. And we are going to proceed on awarding, beginning with our $15,000 grant recipients. And I believe we're going to go in the order of districts. And so we were able to touch all 7 districts. And so as I call your name, please come forth. Please receive your plaque, and then hold for a photo, and then you can share your 2-minute remarks, and then have a seat, and we'll just proceed, okay? All right, so first up, we want to acknowledge recipient Peace Funeral Home. I'm going to share some years. So 36 years, am I correct? 38? Okay, 38 years.
Thank you all so much. We're so appreciative of this. I'm standing on behalf of my godfather, James Pelzer, who's the original owner for 38 years. And he's trusting me to go the next 38 years. And so I am very honored to be here on his behalf. And we're so appreciative that we can take these funds and modernize our business. We're an old building, so we're just doing what we can to keep it maintained and beautified for the residents. So we're very grateful for this honor. Thanks so very much. Thank you.
Next up, so that was District 1. District 2, Uptown Barbecue. Where is Uptown Barbecue? I believe over 31 years of business. 37 this year. 37 years this year. Y'all correct me.
Well, this is not my forte, speaking, but I want to thank Detroit Legacy Project. And can't hear me? Okay. And I'm very appreciative. Been in business 37 years this year. Thanks to my lovely wife. Been married 27 years. I should say it's been a struggle sometimes, but we're still here. I travel around, and when I travel, I always talk to people and tell them I'm from Detroit. And, you know, you get this look back in the day, and it really bothered me. You know, like we didn't have a place, or our city was destroyed, and I've never seen that. You know, we have pockets in the city that's not doing well, but we are some strong people, resilient, good people. And I just want to thank everyone, and I hope that I can come back in the next 30-something years and be a speaker thanking them for doing the service for the next, you know, okay? Thank you.
Congratulations. Also in District 2, we have Simply Casual Clothing Store. And I believe, you'll correct me, Rufus, 33 years? How? 33, all right. Simply Casual.
First off, certainly want to thank DEGC and Mevis, and certainly Lauren for all the
the beautiful work that you guys has done. And today, for me, is a bittersweet moment. Youngest of 14, mom and daddy was married 69 years, so I understand intimately what legacy is all about. As a matter of fact, I have some siblings that have even older businesses. Hopefully they'll apply next year. But all the things that we were able to do on Living Noise, from Petty Cash to Cuzzo's to Suits for Less, all the other businesses on 6 Mile, our family, we bet on the neighborhoods, and it's all about driving value to our neighborhoods. But what makes this moment so bittersweet is today I'm burying one of the cornerstones of our family to help all this stuff happen. That's Ron Bartell Sr. That's today and tomorrow. Certainly don't want to put a damper on this, and many of you probably wondering, well, Rufus, why are you here? Because Ron will want me here. And that's what we do as a family. We show up and we go to work. So with that, I am humbled by this award. Certainly thank you guys for acknowledging us, and we're going to keep doing the work. And I would like to, over time, to meet each and every one of you business owners. We have a lot to share, and let's keep growing our city. Let's build our neighborhoods.
Okay. All right, and so we are going to move on again. We're in the $15,000 grant recipients. And so we are going to move into, where are we at? District 3. And so up next, let's welcome Crossroads Learning Center. Crossroads Learning Center. And you'll have to share how many years old? 33. 33 years.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank our Mayor-Elect for this opportunity. This is such a blessing for businesses that have been in this city for 30 years plus. I would just like to say that we are located on East 7 Mile and McKay, between DeQuinder and Conant. We've been in that location for 32 years. And we've been in business, of course, for 33 years. We love children. That is my passion. My mother started a child care center in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Went back to school while I was in high school. Got her degree, went to college, went to Washington and got funding for child care for that center. Had no idea I would have that same love. But it just came on me one day, and I've been doing it ever since. I love children. We've been nurturing them, caring for them, educating them for 33 years. I heard the young man that said they had a struggle. We also recently had a struggle, but we are going to persevere because we are strong. The Detroit Public Schools, thank you. The Detroit Public Schools opened up their doors to take in 3 and 4 years old, so that kind of wiped us out. But you always have to have another strategy. So I said to my daughter, this is my daughter, Lamila, and I said, we have to go another route. So we're going to do just infants and toddlers. They're not going to take in any infants. So we'll take all of the infants, and people have babies every day. So we are going to succeed. We are going to stand. And that's what we're doing. That was a little rough, but this is going to help us to get past that rough patch and move on to be even better. This is my successor, my daughter. She has her own center also. And I just thank God for this opportunity because it's just such a blessing, especially at a time like this. Thank you so very much.
And continuing on in District 3, we have Detroit Edge Tool Company. 140 years of business.
Hello, my name's Pat Ebbing. I'm president of Detroit Edge Tool and one of our co-owners of the company. And I just got to tell you, I'm honored and humbled to be around all these legacy business owners. We know firsthand how hard it is to run a business in general, but a family business and a business in the city. So kudos to everyone here. A little bit about us. We manufacture shear blades as well as rails that machines ride on to make aircraft. So anyone that's flown a plane, there's a 70% chance that the wings on that plane were milled on our rails. So thank you. We're very proud of what we do, but most proud of our employees. The people we employ make our business. These are people that have no experience in machining beforehand. We have great partners throughout the city of Michigan, and we turn them into machinists and grinders, and they're really artists. They're not just machinists, they're not just grinders, they're artists. And my family goes back to my great-great-grandfather. And we have a saying at Detroit Edge, we stand on the shoulders of giants, and we really do. And I think our city does too. And so a huge thank you to Medvis and the DEGC and Mayor-Elect, everyone that made this possible. We're going to be using the grant for a piece of our machinery that's extremely vital to what we do. We've already purchased it, and so look forward to using those funds. But just want to say a huge thank you and congrats to all the recipients tonight. Thanks again.
And moving on to District 4, we are going to have and welcome Situations Hair and Nail Salon.
Good afternoon, and congratulations to everyone. My name is Andrea Watson, and I am the owner of Situations Hair and Nail Salon since 1994. I would like to take this moment to express my gratitude for being selected as a grant awardee. A little nervous. I am so grateful for this opportunity for me, my business, and the Cornerstone community. Situations was created with a purpose, to give people a space to feel confident, beautiful, and cared for. Situations over the years has been known as a happy space for everyone to feel welcome. As a salon owner, I have given back to the community with complimentary services to the residents, provided meals and clothing for the homeless. I have given special events for the youth and the homeless, as well as offering job opportunities. With the funding, I will be able to uplift and beautify my business and create a space that truly reflects excellence, growth, and community impact. I am truly thankful to God, the organizers, and the supporters who made this possible. I promise to grow, give back, and to uplift, showing through my work and through my services at Situations Hair and Nail Salon in the Cornerstone community. Thank you for believing in me, my business, and what I do. And thank you, Jesus.
Congratulations. Moving on to District 5, we have the Rooster Tail. Over 57 years, 60 years of business. 67? 67. 67. What is 6, 7? I don't know. I didn't know what it was. I still don't know what it is.
The kids don't even know what it is. Wow. Yeah, 6'7". No cap.
Oh my God.
Yeah. My name is Michael Shadeth, and my grandfather built the Roostel in 1958. I'll first start with is thank you, City Council and Mayor-Elect, and what an amazing program that we were fortunate enough to learn about. Thank you. I want to start by saying, first of all, we're not a restaurant, okay? So that's the number one thing. We haven't been a restaurant since 1979. We do all private events and things like that. But what I found the most interesting about this whole program is we've all been through the same struggle, the good times and the bad times of Detroit. We all remember different bad times. We probably all have bought a barbed wire fence or added an extra parking lot light. And let's hope we get to this point where everything is new Detroit again, and we're part of the new Detroit. Because I really have never been with a group of people where I could say, like, oh, wow, these are my people. They've been through the same struggles I have. And to know some of these companies have been here, I thought I was old at 67 years old, but 100, 150 years, things like that. But it's just such an honor to be a part of this and to meet everyone here. And again, thank you, City of Detroit. Thank you, everyone. This is very humbling. Thank you.
Okay. All right. We're going to go into now District 6. And we are going to acknowledge the Lager House. 111 years.
Hello, my name is Caitlin Burkhart. I am the general manager and the talent buyer at the Lager House. I'm here on behalf of our owner, Alex Riley. I actually came with the business when he bought it. And there have been a lot of talk about legacies tonight. And one of the greatest legacies we have in Detroit is our musical legacy. And I think everybody in this room can agree with that, you know? And for us, we were able to host this scrappy little neighborhood 2-person band called the White Stripes 30 years ago, all the way to last year doing a pop-up show with Big Sean where 350 people somehow got in there. And we hope to continue bringing you the best local, national touring acts we can, highlighting our musical legacy in Detroit. And thank you so much to Mayor-Elect, City Council, Detroit Economic Development Corporation. This has been a wonderful award, and we thank you so much.
We're going to stay in District 6 for a moment here, and we're going to bring up the Namdi Gallery. 44 years. All right, this is George Namdi.
So first, we would like to thank Mayor-Elect and City Council and Lauren, DGC, for actually having the wherewithal to put together such an opportunity for legacy businesses and for us to be able to be uplifted and supported in our missions as we continue to do our work. So one of the things that this wonderful father has taught me is to actually move through life with love, right? And so if we look at love as our legacy, then that means even if we are not the entrepreneur, we are still the entrepreneur of ourselves. And so we have a legacy responsibility through the self to continue to push the best characteristics, leaning into how do we spread love through our work and through our actions. And so thank you for teaching me. Thank you for teaching me that. And and I am very proud to be a legacy business in the city of Detroit as we serve the global community.
I just have one quick one to say. This is our legacy business, but I want to just say that we came here in 1976. Got my degree out of Ann Arbor, and we came here to start a school. And the school in 1978, at the age of 38, no, 36. We started a private elementary school, Nataki Taliba Schoolhouse. Okay. And that was our sole purpose for coming to Detroit. We had to research the city, and it boiled down, should we move to DC or should we move to Detroit? And so, like anything, you know how the corporations go scout out cities, and the cities kind of get them, come here, come here. Well, no one did that for us, but we still came anyway. You know? And it was the best move of my life, our life. You know, you look at, you sitting here and you're saying, like, for Detroit is no better city to be from, to be doing business in, and living in. It's a city where it's easy to have. It's not easy, well, I don't mean that, but you're sitting in the cradle of an area where you can do this legacy business. You can get the support, you know, and the stamina. And the last thing, you get that grit, because you're going to need that. But okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Okay.
Love you.
All right, you ready? All right. All right, go ahead.
You got it? Okay. All right, and we're going to round out District 6 with People's Bakery and Restaurant. Are they here? People's Bakery and Restaurant. I'm sorry, I thought. All right. Let's see, how many years? 70? 70 years of business.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of People's Bakery and Restaurant, I am the co-owner, Jessica Moore. I'm the third generation, and we are so proud and so happy to be here and to be a part of such a great program. We want to thank the City of Detroit, the DEGC, Ms. Lauren, Mavis, Jackson. You were amazing, answering all of our questions multiple times. I just want to say that we're so happy to continue the legacy laid out before us. And as we pivot, as you all know, with COVID and stuff like that, we had to pivot and we had to do things a little bit different. And we learned really how to partner with other businesses in the community. And so we look forward to continuing to serve you with the pies and the cream puffs and the donuts that everyone loves. Come see us. We're on 4th Street between Outer Drive and Schaefer. Thank you.
I don't know why I thought we were done with District 6. We're going to stay here for a minute. All right. So up next in District 6, we have Simmons and Clark Jewelers. They are celebrating 100 years of business this year.
Thanks, Lauren. Thank you. My name is Michael Simmons. I'm the third generation owner of Simmons and Clark Jewelers. And what a true privilege it is to be here. I personally believe my grandfather and my dad are looking down on all of us and how successful our business has been, that we've been able to stay in business for so long after just celebrating our 100th year in business as of October 1st. So very proud. Thank you. And I just want to thank you for this legacy project. We've been downtown Detroit, and we always hear all about the new businesses coming in and all the things that are going on with that. But to be recognized for being here, sticking with it, and as they talked about kind of the ups and downs, or as my dad would use, a roller coaster ride that Detroit is. What a proud privilege it is to be here, and to thank the DEGC, Lauren, Medvis, Mayor-Elect Sheffield. What a true honor and privilege it is. So thank you very much, and I'm very proud to be part of this cohort. Thank you. Thank you.
Up next, still in District 6, we are going to have Source Booksellers. 36 years. All right, come on up.
Oh, wait a minute, there it is. Okay. Oh, what a beautiful audience. This is beautiful. First of all, I want to. Okay. This is my daughter. Come up here, girl. Okay, I want to thank you very, very much. Thank you to the dreamers of this Legacy Business Grant. Thank you to the teams, the staff, who worked so hard to bring us to this moment. And I know with others, Memphis and his people had a lot to do with some of us getting it all together. Honors are not easily achieved, especially when you've been around a long time. This has been a year for source booksellers. In April, we were chosen the 2025 Bookstore of the Year by Publishers Weekly. And now, that's an industry honor. But now, to have been chosen for this Legacy Award at home in Detroit, honored by Detroit, I can't say enough. I'm humbly grateful, filled with gratitude, knowing that love and service is the way and forward is the motion.
And lastly, in District 6, can we acknowledge and welcome the J.W. Westcott Company. I believe 111 years old. Oh, where did I get that from? 151 years old. They actually have an exhibit in this museum right across the hall.
Wow. Oh, boy, I tell you what, I don't know whether having the name start with a W requires you to be last. But I could tell by the seating out there where we were going to be. All of this wouldn't have been possible unless I had met this young lady behind me, Lauren. She was here visiting this venue back in September, and I was here assisting on a program that an author had done a book on our company, and he was doing a presentation, and he asked myself and my son and my general manager, who's been with us 41 years, who is from Southwest Detroit, and there we were. Lauren told me about this program. I had no idea. We've been around a long time, but we are not always on top of current events. Anyhow, certainly the thanks goes, first of all, to Lauren, who passed the word to us, and of course, Mayor-Elect Sheffield, for thinking of this program and honoring all of those that have gone before us and striving for operating businesses here in the city or anywhere for that matter, but this was truly a surprise to us. I gave the information to my son Jimmy, who is the 5th generation of the company. He is completing, he's been with me now for, I'm thinking 17 or 18 years. I've just finished 51, and that's the way family businesses are. You have no way out. You walk in and they carry you out. So I would like to also share with you, I don't have enough time to share 150 years for sure, but across the hall we were honored this year by Detroit Historical Society on behalf really of my great-grandfather, Captain J.W. Westcott, who thought of the idea of creating a communication between ship and shore to the various shipping companies that ply their ships through the Port of Detroit and the entire Great Lakes. We, in 1963, were assigned a zip code. That's how you may have heard about us. We are zip code 48222. We are the longest maritime USPS contract in existence. I think we're now in 77 years going. And humbly, please note, humbly, I would say that Jimmy and I would not be here had it not been for that first generation who decided to try something very unique. And we've somehow stood the test of time. With this grant, we have some work to do on our newest boat, which was built in 1978. We have a steering issue. It's a very important boat because it takes the pilots back and forth to the foreign flagships on the Great Lakes. And we do those pilot changes here at the port. So that's where our money's going to be spent. In the off season, the boats will come out of the water here. We're still out there. I can't imagine going for a boat ride when it's 10 degrees outside. But anyway, cutting to the chase, we also are on a new venture to offer our venue for business meetings, family gatherings, wedding receptions. We have the most unique view on the riverfront. We are between the Ambassador Bridge and the newly constructed Gordie Howe Bridge, centered right in Riverside Park. So I invite you all to come down. We are having an open house tomorrow night, 5:30 to 9:30. It's being put on to support local charities in Southwest Detroit, as well as Saturday from noon to 4. We are putting on this in conjunction with St. Anne's as for food, clothing, money donations to go to charities that would service that particular district, Southwest Detroit. And thank you to our Gabriela Santiago Romero, councilwoman, who was instrumental in helping us arrange for a new 30-year lease on the property that we're on. So in closing, thank you so much to everyone. Merry Christmas.
All right, and we're gonna round out and close out our $15,000 grant recipient for this evening in District 7, which is Aluminum Supply Company. At, let's see, 77 years.
Hi, my name's Nancy Marshall. I'm really humbled to be here with everybody. It's hard, tough act to follow, for sure. I want to thank my grandfather, who back in 1948 saw a need for a metal distribution facility in Detroit. I am a third-generation business owner. I want to thank my father. I'm one of 12, and I'm the one that he saw fit to take over. So I thank him very much for his trust in me and the opportunities that he's presented me. I want to thank Mayor-Elect Sheffield, Lauren, of course, Medvis, Detroit Economic Growth. What an honor to be here. I'm so very humbled. I want to say that we're interested in doing business with all of the legacy businesses. Lauren and Medvis have really talked to us all about that, and I encourage all of us to reach out to each other and see what we can do to help each other, whether you're in fabrication or manufacturer, bookstore owner, child care. We can help each other make it through the next generation. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you. I feel very humbled, and again, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much.
All right, let's give it up for our $15,000 grant recipients. Do we see the range of businesses? I mean, Detroit's been doing it, right? These businesses have been holding this city down across various industries, various sectors. It's beautiful to see. I've learned so much working with this project. We are going to progress into our $50,000 recipient. And this business finds itself in District 5. And let us welcome and congratulate Graham's Printing Incorporated. 60 years of business.
Good evening, everyone. Okay, I am Michelle, one of the co-owners of Graham's Printing Company. We have been in business for 60 years, just July. And yes. And we are truly grateful for this grant, and would like to thank Mayor-Elect Sheffield, the Legacy Group, and Detroit Economic, and Ms. Lauren and Mr. Melvis Jackson. They got me good. They shocked me down there at the city county building. They jumped out surprised and really shocked me, but we are so thankful, and we are thankful to our families and ourselves and our customers who keeps coming in and supporting us. And I want to dedicate this plaque to our founder, Mr. Cecil Graham. Without him, we wouldn't be here. And he was always a person who believed in Detroit, and he believed in working. And he sure enough has worked us over the years, hasn't he, Al? All these long hours, but it's been a blessing. It's truly a blessing, yes. But I thank everyone. Thank you.
All right. And so that concludes our award reception. Let's give all of the recipients and every legacy business that is represented here a round of applause. Congratulations to all of you. This project looks forward to continuing to serve you, to honor you, to see you, to recognize you. I do want to let you all know that this project, in addition to the financial resources that this project provides, we are encouraging education for the legacy businesses and also to the community. we are getting ready to launch a second version of a first ever legacy business map, registry, and directory so that the community can shop and support and do business with these legacy businesses. And so that will be engaging, it will be innovative, and so look forward to hearing more about that launch. I want to thank you all. Drive safe. I want to encourage you to stick around. There is more food, more beverages. Please take advantage of this beautiful view. Okay, we got the fire out there for you. Thank you, and God bless you. And on behalf of Mayor-Elect Sheffield, the Detroit Economic Growth Corporation, and the City of Detroit, thank you, God bless you, and have a good night. All of the legacy businesses, please hold in here, and we'll direct you for a final group shot. All of the recipients, please hold for